Welcome back to day 9. I've beaten my record. This is my 9th day in the long dark.
Perfect.
Yeah, that is perfect. So my 9th day in the long dark, and we're going to have a bit more of an explore, I think. See what the weather's like. I've tested the video for just a couple of seconds to make sure I'm not getting that weird like anti-letterbox effect where obviously
I need to find food.
I just fed you. Obviously, okay, so distracted by like how cold is it? Obviously, in the last video, we could kind of get the 17:9 squashed into a 4:3 format, and then it records it as 17:9 and kind of expands it out. It's really weird. Okay, my snare hasn't got a rabbit in it yet, so I'll leave that. I should have a bow relatively soon. What I might do actually is let's just do it the old-fashioned way. Let's be impatient and kill a rabbit. I'm gonna get in line of where a rabbit's already going. This is definitely the highest percentage way of doing it, and then you put them like just above the base of the thumbnail. So you see that was reasonably close. Should totally take my tips on rabbit hunting. I'm clearly the best there ever was. I can hunt sticks really well. Does that count? Right. But in all seriousness, that's the way. You kind of put the base of your thumb more or less where the rabbit is going to be. It's going to do this weird aiming too high at the moment. They're closer than I think they are. Well, they're getting closer than I'm used to them getting. Right. When you're in a position like this, what I kind of want to do is get a decent amount of supplies, food, etc. up and together for this place, and then we'll be alright. I'm just gonna wait for it to go under my thumb. Get under the thumb. What an asshole. Alright, you win this time, rabbit. But sooner or later you're going to wander that snare and I'm going to eat you because you're stupid. Now, there's a deer carcass in here. I think we cleared it out of meat, but I just want to double check. We did, but we can do hide and gut, which we'll do on the way back. So what I am going to do now, some more feathers, and I head over towards that way and then pick it up. I keep getting in the comments the fact that I'm really crap at picking charcoal up from places that I've just come from, which is true. But you know, when you hear these things sort of, you know, spelled out for you, even I can learn. Okay. No. Obviously not a big enough fire last time, or didn't end in the right way. Herbal tea, didn't realise I had that. Right, so we're not going to have charcoal for mapping this time. I'm still going to explore that area. So I want to orient myself and get used to where I have been and can go, etc. So that's that cave that I never knew existed. that leads to a totally different area. Hearing something weird. It spooked all of the deer. I'm hoping it was me that spooked all of the deer, or picking up the wind. Or it might have been a bear.
I can't feel my hands.
I don't really want to mess around with a bear. Now, if a bear's charging, you are kind of screwed, right? Unless you get a really ridiculously lucky headshot. What you essentially want to do is scare it off before it gets to that point, or just avoid it. Avoiding it being the easiest. Fortune favors the prepared mind. No wonder I've been so unlucky. Oh shit. Had to come down that way, didn't it? Wasn't particularly fussed about the fact that it had seen me until it disappeared down the sod inside, so I had no line of sight on it. Just saying about the fortune favouring people. Get screwed over again. Max's last stand. It's nearly my last stand. Well, not surprised you fell, Max, because you got bugger all. Bad idea. No falling asleep while too cold. Can't wait for you to die. Now I also want to skin that wolf. I don't really want to use too many rifle rounds on deer. One, because of the fact they're not very scary. But I think that way is over to the railway now at this point. If I'm oriented correctly. I'm going to come back over to this region later today or tomorrow to pursue that wolf. My condition's not bad really. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in here.
That sparks a bit.
And then strip the rest of the stuff off of this deer. I know you got a sprained ankle, you're fine. You want to be careful of the bear.
It's a bit, but I'll make it.
And did I actually have any? I had loads of stuff I could have dropped as well. Never mind. What's done is done. Alright, let's crouch down and get myself less visible. I'm out of the worst of the cold. Let's go for it. Spend an hour. 2 afflictions down, you can see my condition dropping quite rapidly. There's the bat. The good thing is even with a sprained ankle and a sprained wrist, I am still faster than the bear. So I'm going to get in here. I'm not going to mess around and try and tangle with that bear. Too many things can go its way and not enough can go my way. Like, there's nothing I can do with 40 kilos of meat right now anyway. I'm actually reasonably well supplied. Okay, snare's still active. useful to know that there are patrols into this area. Which means that I am now patrolling out of it. So I'm going to sort my medical supply issues out here. Oh, hobbling along. There's some painkillers. Sprayed ankle, sprained wrist. Let's just have a look at the status. How long is it going to take? 4 hours. It's only a few hours recovery, really. Sprained ankles and wrist. I don't want to actively waste things that I don't need to waste. So I will accept sitting here with a sprained ankle and a sprained wrist. Because I don't think it's that bad. I will need to sort out some of these clothings because that wolf attack would have damaged some of the bits we've got, especially stuff towards the outside. So I'm thinking start a fire. Yeah, alright. Let's do this. So we're going to get a fire going. Okay, books. Don't want to run to the shooting guide yet because I haven't used it all. Okay, so we are. Actually, no, we're not going to bother with that torch trick. Having a torch is probably more useful at the moment. There's loads of matches knocking around. We're in no hurry. We've burned through a couple of matches. Doing this, slowly getting our skill up, ultimately, who cares? Plenty of supplies at the moment. I can afford to be wasteful, so I will. So this is indulging in all the bad habits which you just
Come on, little fire. Come on.
do not indulge in when things start getting hairy or you start getting to new areas which you don't know. But I mean, we're swimming in supplies here. We got all this stuff which is curing. I might have a bit of a wander around over the next couple of days to these sort of adjacent areas. I think, if I remember correctly, there's a dam in this place. So I might go and explore and see if I can find a dam.
Perfect.
3 minutes, alright. A tiny amount of water, but what the hell. Cook your worst stuff first. And 15 minutes. Okay. Great. And let's replace that. What's the condition of my rifle? This is a good time for me to start preparing things and fixing things effectively. So I think I will. Let's see if I've got cloth particularly. I don't think I do. So what can I turn into cloth here? That looks promising. Nope. No curtains? Seriously? What kind of place is this? Have a cup of tea tonight. You gotta have these things to look forward to, haven't you? Beef jerky will last a decent while. I'm in no hurry. Good, more wilderness cooking. tempted. The problem is this is going to boil dry now, isn't it? That's the problem. So tempted to start reading all that kind of stuff. So let's have a look at what else we can do. Can we just make something? Let's make those. That takes 15 minutes. Right, take that. Melt some snow. That's 30 minutes. Put that in. Don't want to spend a whole hour because that's likely to burn in that hour. So what else can I do? What else have I got going on? Let's go over to. I was going to say let's go over to the workbench. We're here.
Smarts a bit.
So I don't know whether the tools actually make things faster or not. Can actually just use scrap metal to make this stuff. So you can see that Cure Cut you can use to make hooks and lines. We'll do some fishing at some point. 4 rabbit pelts for that. Need some deers for that. So for coats I need wolf, bear or moose. Maple. Birch. Yeah, I think it's 3 feathers. Yeah, okay, so I got enough for a couple of hours. This is the stuff when you find the forge. And this is sort of, you know, when you're starting to have to forge to make your own stuff, you're properly doing the survival then. So I have no hooks. Right, I have basically nothing useful to do with my time here, do I? Oh my goodness, there we go. Fixed. Now something useful to do with my time. 90 minutes till boiled, 30 minutes till ready. What can I repair? Decent, new. Sports socks aren't great. Right, I definitely want to fix something which says ragged. That's going to take 30 minutes. Yeah, that's fine. Just want to make sure I'm not just going to burn and waste all that food when I do this. So, let's repair. Nice. Let's eat that venison. Happy with that for now. Yeah. Right, that's more important. Let's do the reading now. So I don't care about boiling off a bit of water here, but what I do want to do is get better and better at cooking. Ah! So if I want to research, which I do, let's just spend it. Let's just use them. There we go. That's enough painkillers in me to dose myself up, keep myself able to concentrate. Yeah, that's burnt. Try it, then this is there, so let's eat that. Hey, excellent. Got better at cooking. I let the wood stove go out. Now, I don't know what... That sounds stupid. I don't know what that means. What I mean by I don't know what getting better at cooking means is I don't know whether that means that you get more of a condition improvement from the raw material to the cooked material, or you're less likely to, I don't know, waste it, or you get more calories, or it doesn't take as long, or what, I don't know. So I guess we'll find that out, won't we? Possibly the hard way. So I'm gonna smash out a bunch more book reading as I've got myself into reasonable position. Let's see whether actually I can just do 4 hours research. That'll make quick work of the day. Okay, water's not really high. Okay, I'm reasonably tired and pretty hungry, but that's kind of not disastrous for this stage in the game, really. What's wrong with my snare? Why doesn't no one want to get in it? Where's the bloody rabbits gone? I'm annoyed about that. Right, what did I cheer myself up? Let's get a nice picture of this sunset. From that ridge. Little glance around. I'll tell you what I should do as well is actually go and clear out that wall. I was going to chop this up on my way back, but I think yeah, that looks nice to know. The time between steamy breaths. Way better. I'm going to see if I can go out and find and strip that wolf body. That is going to involve exposing myself to potentially where a bear was, but I got to do it before it gets too dark, or all the crows will have gone.
I think I need to lay down.
All the evidence of where I need to be will fall over. So I'm going to get in here, quickly run out to where we fought the wolf. Let's dump a load of stuff off. A lot we're carrying which we don't need to carry for this. We do want those. We do want our kind of weapons. Don't need that, don't need that. Leave you here. Might need that later, but not now. Keep our emergency stem. Might be needing that if we actually have a proper run-in with this bear. Let's drop the firewood. Don't like putting the sticks onto the floor because it just takes forever to pick them all back up again. But more than happy to move them all into somewhere else. Right, so let's do this. I do have food that I can drop, decoys that I can drop in case I come into another wolf or that bear. Might shoot that bear. He's going the other way though. If I skirt around to the right here, just keep a good distance. A little bit of a twilight hunt around for my kill. That is the benefit of fighting wolves. If you use the heavier, like blunt objects,
I could eat a horse.
tend to get them off you quicker, so they do less damage to you, but you tend not to kill them. Where's that? There. Is that the dead body? Or is that the wolf. That's the dead body, right? Yeah. So he came off here. I'm going to stay along this ridge line because this should give me the most visibility into the varying different areas that he might have run to and die. He was around here. There's a small chance when he was bleeding, because I used the axe and not the knife, that he might not die. But yeah, so you kind of get a trade-off of knife and axe have a tendency to take longer to get the wolf off of you, if you like, but you do more damage while you're getting it off you, and it's much more likely to die from just bleeding out, basically. Is there a second set of crows? These ones over there are really annoying because I kind of want to be able to just hear, is it dead or not? There's a chance that it died along the patrol route of the bear and the bear ate it. But I'm hopeful. It's snowing when we had our encounter, so there's obviously no trail of it. So I can't go looking for blood where it's been running backwards and forwards. Is that it? Nice, but worrying. Two hours.
You just need to close your eyes.
I'm glad that, one, my search strategy paid off. I do want to make sure that that bear goes nowhere near me.
Fire. Hot. Fire.
I am too tired to run.
Never thought I'd be dying from starvation.
We got a lot of wolf meat, we just need to make sure we don't stop that bear from dying from starvation by donating our organs to it. Shit. So we missed, obviously, because we're not the best shot at the moment.
I gotta warm up somehow.
I will drop a decoy next time. He's going to where I've been because he can smell it. I'm really glad I'm close to home because this is dark and the visibility is starting to go. Kind of see things like that moving around and you're just like, that better be a deer. All you can tell is it's four-legged. Yay! Got my lights on for some reason. Just want to make sure that the wolf's not coming up behind me. It's really difficult to see. I think we're safe. Feels like we made it. That's... I don't know, is that a rock or the bear in front of me? Anyway, that's miles away, I don't need to worry about that. I'm home now. So we'll get in here, drink and eat. I call that an incredibly successful day. I actually have a wolf pelt. I nearly got two, apart from the fact that I just needed to take that shot to make sure that I wasn't going to just get mauled. Over here somewhere's a lantern.
I'll take it.
So you can see I'm waking up. Great. I'm ridiculously tired. Really hungry.
Yep, I could definitely.
Yeah, let's just smash that. Let's have some easy food. I can't believe we smashed the record. We're now going into day whatever. Day 9, I want to say. As a go with a great channel. If you get the chance to see him, you definitely should. Right, let's drop my crap. Just going to place that there for now. Okay. I just want to drop the food and things and get myself into a position where I'm... Great. That'll do. Bed. Nope, that's not what I wanted. Come on. That's what I wanted. Right, 600 calories, that's good. I reckon we'll smash out 8 hours sleep. Get nice and warm. One way night stay. I can actually barely believe it. Right, I have no food left on me. I think my condition's really good now. Yeah, great. So I'm not worried at all about having, you know, a little bit more sleep. Look at that. Survived. Again. See what the
I'm getting weak.
glorious day brings us. Oh, he even got a rabbit. Just, can you have a better start to the day? Right, so what we're going to be able to start doing is actually stockpiling some food and stuff here. Have a bit of a play around, do some more cartography, and we'll start moving to the dam, and then I think, so we're over here at the moment. I think we essentially have the dam and stuff up here. I can't remember what's over here at all. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe the dam's up here. That would make sense, wouldn't it? Because it would have to feed the lake. So maybe the dam's up this way, and something else is up here. This might be the little hunting areas and the logging areas and that kind of stuff. Maybe that would make sense. So I think basically we've got a load of stuff now which we can use to supply this one. Plan is map some of this out with some charcoal. Map a bunch of this out with some charcoal. This is probably kind of day 10, day 11, and then we can sit there and think about, well, let's move to the next area and see what that holds. Right, got another rabbit carcass I can drop here, but that's for a another day. Look at all this food. Look how well this is going. This is just, you guys, this is the best. Okay, I will catch you tomorrow.